What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. Taliese Fuaga leaving practice with a back injury. If you were to ask me what was the sentence that I would least want to hear coming out of this Saints camp, that would probably be it, honestly. Like maybe like something with Demario Davis, but even then you feel like you got okay depth right there. That's not like really your make or break position on the team. It's not like anybody would be terribly upset if there's something happened to the starting quarterback. It's a weird situation like that. I legitimately, no exaggeration, maybe Eric McCoy, because the offensive line is so weak overall, but where's the offensive line so particularly weak? At tackle specifically. And Fuaga looked like your best tackle, looked like he's showing huge potential, and then he leaves practice with a back injury. Dennis Allen was asked about why Taliese Fuaga left practice. Here's what he said.
What did Fuaga leave with?
Back.
Okay. Laconic, DA. Could this keep Fuaga out of Sunday's game?
I have no idea. I mean, all I know is they took him in probably during the individual period. He had some back tightness. Looked to me like, prior to even starting practice, looked to me like he was kind of stretching his back out maybe a little bit. So I don't know if that was bothering him beforehand. So I would say this. I would say if he is a healthy body and capable of playing, then he'll play in the game. And if he's not, then he won't. But I really have no idea right now. I mean, the only thing I know is he had some back tightness.
So I've remained pretty optimistic up until this point. And to be fair, this could be not that serious, right? We don't really know. So let's not run too crazy with it. But I think, Alondra, when you sent the text yesterday, I think the immediate response from everybody was basically like, okay, it's over. Pack it up. Everybody go home. And unfortunately, if it is something serious, this could be a single injury that would quell and snuff out any of the remaining optimism that I had for this New Orleans Saints team.
I don't see how it couldn't. It's already bad because of what we talked about for a bulk of yesterday's show on the other side.
Yeah.
And so if that's your option, what do you do? Like if he misses any time in the regular season, what do you do? You can't move your right tackle to left tackle. We know that. We saw what he looked like yesterday. No. I mean, I'm so out on Penning ever being anything after watching that film yesterday. It is what it is. You missed. You're going to try to make him work because you're desperate to have to, but accept that you need to be exploring any veteran free agents, anybody you have on this roster. It's about time to start making that happen. Yeah, I mean, you've got to go beg some people that are freshly retired, probably hey, please, I just need you. I need you for a little bit. Just come. You don't even have to come to camp. Just show up because you don't have it right now. I mean, Landon Young is somebody that's been in, with you for a while now. You kind of know what you get with him. He didn't play great in the preseason the other night either. I don't really know where you would go, T, just because we were having the conversation with Nick. We don't know where you would have gone to right tackle. That was kind of a question mark. And if you're having to potentially replace both of those positions, it's almost like you have to bring somebody in that's not there currently. And we're August 16th.
Yeah. It's about as bad as it could have been. And I saw a very funny video yesterday basically saying, speaking, I think, to a lot of Saints fans' attitudes about Derek Carr had a good practice. Well, keeping him 1,000, I don't give a what. And so I understand that. I will look, if for all my other fellow carnies out there, we can still ride together. We can DM Carfax to each other. Please continue to tweet them at me. Unfortunately, I'm feeling a little demoralized today. I don't know that we're going to be able to sell anybody on hopping on board our Carnival. I think ultimately it's only going to be in the regular season if they actually do something, and the preseason thus far has left a bit to be desired. So, yeah, what's Andrew Whitworth doing? What happened to Calvin Throckmorton? What happened to Throckmorton? He's been hanging around for the last few years. He was fine. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
He's more of a guard.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it literally can't be worse at right tackle. Again, let's not get crazy. Fuaga could have slept on it wrong.
Yeah.
Could have tweaked it.
Yeah, like it doesn't all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be something serious. Maybe it's something that just needs a week or two. Even then, that's not ideal because you have a rookie and like a rookie needs reps over everything. But it's still, it's long, like I just hope it's not something nagging that continues all season long, and I hope it's not something extreme that would just straight up hold him out.
Well, how many days are we in camp now? 16, something like that. I mean, he's 6'6", 324. It literally could just be, hey, I'm a little sore from 16 days of practice.
Yeah, I know, but that comes with its own set of disconcerting factors. In that, like, okay, you're sore from that. You got 17 games to play. You know, you got a long season, and rookies always talk about the rookie wall anyway. Already struggling with volume-based wear and tear at this point. I mean, it is camp, so I get it, but that's it'd be a little intimidating if you were Fuaga and you're looking down what is, the runway of the entire football season ahead of you.
Where do you think they're going to go at right tackle, though? Like, left tackle, if it's a question mark, and we'll see.
It's going to be Udo at left tackle, right?
Like, you think they're going to make that move here pretty soon?
Well, if Fuaga's out?
No, I'm saying, like, even if let's just go to right tackle and what we saw yesterday.
No, then Udo would be. I think Udo's going to be your right tackle.
Probably, like, pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
Like, we'll make the switch to, hey, Trevor.
I think Trevor gets what, this Sunday, would you say? I mean, you know preseason dynamics better than I do.
Well, it's changed now that there's 3 games. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, he'll get some heavy run, Penning will, to see, hey, can you give us any hope?
I'd be
any glimmer of hope.
Trevor, look, here's the goal for today. Just give me one kick step. You do one kick step, then that's a literal step in the right direction. Just one not swinging gate open, shuffle, click heels, Dorothy trying to get back home BS that you've been pulling thus far. Just give me one kick step with a strong inside foot, a good base, and we'll work from there.
Because it feels like on the left side, they wouldn't try to move Trevor back there, even if you have an injury, right? So it'd be Landon Young stepping in there. But you could see a situation where even with injury, Trevor Penning doesn't start the season at any position on the offensive line.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I still don't get to, with that awful footwork, why they don't move him into guard.
Yeah,
where you can get away with a little sketchier.
You've got a left guard issue as well. And hell, you got a right guard issue too.
Eric asking, what's Willie Roaf up to? Saying, call Kyle Turley.
Yeah.
Curiosity says, can we call up Will Campbell now? DJ West, where's Jermon Bushrod? I agree. Scott might be right. Does Andrew Whitworth have one more year in him? I mean, I'm willing to explore any and all options. I do actually guarantee. Is Willie Roaf still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I'm not crazy? Okay.
Yeah.
I guarantee Willie Roaf could step in and give you a better series today off the streets than what Trevor Penning's given you.
Yeah, I know Kyle Turley could.
Yeah.
I just feel like I hadn't seen Kyle Turley in a very long time. I just feel like he's still put together.
Probably smokes a lot of weed, but it's probably just jacked.
Yeah.
Like a little skinny maybe?
Probably a little skinny
to play
jacked.
tackle nowadays, but like just jacked. I bet you a little shredded. Listen to didn't he have, very famously, Kyle Turley, didn't he have a what do you call it? A speaker in his helmet to play metal during the games? Is that an urban myth or is that true?
Know.
I've always heard that Kyle Turley had a speaker in his helmet like quarterbacks, but it was just playing death metal to get him fired up for the games, which I desperately hope that's true, but I've never actually fact-checked it. – Where's Sinio Kelemete?
a lot of great pictures of Kyle Turley.
Yeah, I was just looking and I'm like, this guy's the best.
You know what's crazy? Wes is right. Letting Andres Pete walk is ending up being huge.
Oh, I mean, we said it at the time because he did so much for you.
Yeah.
I mean, he was versatile. It wasn't always great, but it was much better.
Blade Carroll says, why haven't we brought Bakhtiari in? He's scared of the injuries. He apparently doesn't want to play on turf.
Nope.
Which
Jake was
New
saying.
Orleans might not be the place for you if you don't want to play on turf.
Yeah, because you're going to have home games, obviously, but I'm thinking Falcons turf within your
You think we could convince Joe Thomas to come back?
He's skinny boy.
You want to be dude, I would take skinny Joe Thomas over what I saw. He has enough technique.
Skinny Joe Thomas is better than any player on your offensive line.
Yes, like skinny Joe Thomas could still get it done.
Though.
That's what I'm saying. Turley's got some snaps in him. I told you, smoking weed, jacked up, straight up.
Yeah.
Turley's definitely got some in. Can anybody in chat confirm or deny my Kyle Turley story? I do not want to spread falsehoods. And now that I'm saying it out loud, it feels like an urban myth, but it's something that in my head canon I've always believed.
I think the NFL would have an issue with it. With
really?
him having a communication, even though it's not a communication device in his helmet.
Damn. Well, that's disappointing. Way to go, nerd. You just pissed on my parade. Can we ask Jason Kelce to come play? I would play Jason Kelce at tackle. Absolutely. 100%. The problem is that man seems to be loving retirement. Adam says true story. I don't think Fuanga's injury is very serious. I'm probably inclined to agree, which is great, but we still have to solve right tackle. Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.